Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Data Science Nerd. So today we are going to discuss our next topic in SQL, which is the SQL clauses we will discuss in today's class. So first of all, before going to the classes, we need to know what is the sequence of execution of a query. Okay, so you must know this sequence because once you will start writing your queries, you will need to keep this in mind. So how execution of a query is written? It is written like first we will select the column or the data that we want to select from table name. If it contains any join, then we will put a join condition. If we are directly selecting from a one table, we will directly go to where clause. So select data from table name where. So what is where? Where is, let's say we are going to give any condition from our table. Let's say the data has some employee names, employee joining date, employee salary. Okay, so we want the data where the date of birth or date of joining, let's say date of joining is, let's say, after 15th August. We want all those data of the employees whose date of joining is greater than 15th of August. Now what is group by clause? So group by clause, we perform these group by clause on an aggregate function. So let's say, so first of all, what is aggregate function? So let's say we have employees whose origin of country is given. Okay, sorry, country of origin is given. So let's say there are multiple employees who belongs to Argentina, India, or USA, Canada, like that. Okay, so we will, like, let's say we want our data to aggregate according to the countries. Okay, let's say we want how many employees belongs to every country. Okay, let's say how many employees belongs to Argentina, how many employees belong to India, how many employees belong to USA, like that we want. So what we will use here, we will use group by clause there, group by country clause. So once we will group by country, we will get the, and we want the count of employees. Okay, so we will use select count of employees from table, and if we want to give any condition, we can give in where condition, and then group by country. So it will give the count of all employees belonging to a particular country. What is a having clause? So having clause is a condition, like let's say we want data where, let's say, we have given a where condition. Okay, we have given a group by condition. So after that we will use this having condition. Having is also a clause only, and it is used to give a particular condition. Let's say data it belongs to that, it is just like a filter. Okay, so we are using an aggregate function here. Here also we will use an aggregate function, because if you don't use it, won't work for having clause. And then what is the order by clause? So order by clause is, let's say we want all our data in the descending order of date of joining. Let's say we have an employee table where date of joining is given. Okay, so we want all the data according to the descending order of date of joining. So how it we will give here, we will give here like order by joining date, and in SQL descending order is written as DESC, desk. Okay, and ascending order is given as ASC. Like that we can order our data using order by clause. So all these things I have just given you an overview. So what today we will do is, today we will directly go to our practical, and we will see how these functionalities are working. Okay, so let's go to our data. Okay, so see here, you can see the data. Okay, now you can see, so there is a table patient. Okay, this is a table patient. So let's say first what we will check is what are the data present in our table. Okay, yeah, so let's say we want to check what is the data present in my patient table. So what I will do is select star from patient. So what does the star means? Star means it will provide all the data from the table patient. Okay, so let's say I run this query to see how the data is coming. it is showing all data. See, patient ID, first name, last name, gender, birth date, city, province, allergies, height, weight. So we can see that data here also. See, patient ID is given, right? These are the data present and these are the data types present here. So the first, what was our first query? So for first we will see gender is given as male and female. So let's say we want the patient ID and first name from the table where gender is female. Okay, we want this. So how will we give this? We will give as select patient ID and first name from table name. Now see, we need to apply a condition here. So which clause we will use? First we will use where clause because that's the sequence of execution of a query, right? So where gender is equal to, will give like this in single bracket, in single semicolon column, we will give as f because in the gender f and m are present in the gender, right? So now we will run this query. See, you got this data, right? Patient and first name, this is what you have selected. Now let's say after these things we want to like order our data according to the date of joining. Okay, first we will see here any aggregate function is present or not. Yes, it is present. So let's say we want to see the count of gender. Okay, how many patients are present, how many patients are male and how many patients are female. So what we will use here, we will give count of patient ID from patient. We will remove first name because first name is not an aggregate function. Count of patient ID from patient, group by gender. Okay, see what it is coming, 20622468. So this is the count. Now the thing is we don't know which one is male and which one is female, right? So what you could do is you just type gender here also. Now see how many females are present, you got it, and how many males are present, you got it. Okay, see basically I am going from the very basic because like many of you might be beginners also, so I am going according to them also. So if you are like already know these topics, you can just skip this or you can go through this once again, it may be good for your revision also. So here I've shown you group by gender. Okay, now let's say we want the data, now we will use order by clause. Okay, we want the data, let's say first name and gender from patient, but we want it according to the date of joining. Okay, in the descending order of date of joining. So what we will do here is, sorry, there is no date present here, I was thinking about my sample. Okay, okay, birth date is present. So we will take gender, birth date from patient, order by birth date, DESC. Okay, now control enter. See, now you got data, right? See, it is in the descending order. Okay, so this is the latest date, birth date which is present, 22 2018, which gender is female and first name is this. Now see, order by birth date descending. So this is giving me the first name according to the date of birth in the descending order. If I want it in ascending order, I can type ASC. See, now it is coming as 1918, the first date of birth. This is also patient. Okay, this is a patient data. So now it is giving in ascending order. Now what are the other things given? So we have height also, right? So let's see, I want height also. height is 194, 155. So if let's say I want that patient data of the patient whose height is greater than or equal to 150. So how we will give it? I will give like this, where height is greater than 150. Sorry, where was not selected. Oh, sorry. Yeah. See, now we got. Okay. So how this data is defined? See here, we cannot use that height function here or height column here also, because I am taking, because if I use here from table, right, it will give me the height column completely, but I am putting a condition. I want this, so never put your aggregate function like that. Okay, this is not aggregate function. So what I am using here is I am taking the first name, gender, and birth date of the patient whose height is greater than 150. So see, this is like how I am getting data. So whatever patients here are coming, right? Whatever details are here coming, they have a height greater than 150 centimeter. Okay. So you have saw all these clauses like select statement, order by, where, group by. So after this class, we will go to our next class where we will discuss this also, like our next operators. And once we will complete all these basics, right, after this we will complete primary keys, foreign keys, what are constraint. Okay, so once we will discuss all this, we will move to join. So joins is the most complex and most important part of this SQL, because in most of the interview it is asked like maximum times the interviewer will ask you the joins question only. Because I remember when I was giving interview like 2 to 3 years ago, most of the time in the SQL I was asked questions particularly on joins only. They don't even ask these questions, but you need to know these things to reach up to that level, because joins is a complex topic. Because see, joins means you have tables, right? You have one table, two table, three table. So you are joining in all these tables on a particular ID. Let's say this is a patient one data, okay? Okay, so here also patient ID is present. In the second table also patient ID is present, and in the third table also patient ID is present. But the rest of the data is a little bit different. So let's say we are going to join our tables, all three tables, on the basis of this patient ID. So this patient ID will act as our primary key. So we will join all the data. So there are multiple types of joins, like left join, full outer join, right join, cross join. You will see it in the later classes. I just wanted to give you an overview. And so what we do is, don't read too much theory. Okay, once you are like going through theory, see, that's why I have changed my little bit my approach also. So from the next classes onwards, I will do like this only. I will give you for once an overview. After that I will directly jump to these practice session. So we will directly practice here. So what you can do is, you can just go to this learn sqlpractice.com, or you can make your profile on HackerRank also, and you start practicing these basic clauses, where conditions, order by condition, group by condition. Okay, so once you practice these things, right, you will automatically remember all these theories in your mind that you will never forget. So keep practicing more and learn theory less. Don't just keep doing courses on courses on courses. That's why I am focusing very less on theories. I am just giving you how these functionalities works in application, like how will you be applied it. I will cover joins also like this. Join is an important topic, so I will cover it for a very long time. It will take around 5 to 6 days or maybe 1 week. So what I will do is, I will divide the curriculum of joins like this, like 2 to 3 days. First we will learn all the theories, how joins is, how we are performing all the joins, how we are combining all the tables on the basis of what are primary keys, foreign keys, how all these things are happening. I will give you an overview in 2 to 3 days, and next 2 to 3 days we will just practice joins. Like I will practice live on your screen, and you can see and perform on your own laptop also. So keep practicing it. See, SQL, I told you that SQL is like heart and soul of every field, not only data science or data analytics. See, data analytics, SQL is a major part of data analytics that we all know, but SQL is a database which is used in all, like all fields, no matter if even if you are a software engineer, web developer, data scientist, data analytics, or business analyst, anything, any field you go, like Excel and SQL, these are very very important. So, like I will keep like saying to all that keep practicing SQL, keep practice a lot and lot and a lot. Once you get, once you keep practicing this, you will like become a pro in SQL. So just keep like revising it also and keep practicing it also. Once you will get like once you all will be aware of these things, right? That how this SQL is working and what are the basics of this. Then I will show you how we are like performing this, how we are using this SQL in our like when we perform in an industrial level, right? How we will use SQL to get some insights from data. I will show you that how we are performing data cleaning, how we are using SQL to like add a column or add a row which we want to like transform our data, and then add a row and a data to it, like that. So transformation is a big thing. So we will slowly go up to that level once we will cover all the basics. So if you guys keep learning these things and keep practicing it, okay? And please do like and subscribe my channel. Don't forget to subscribe there. Okay. So have a good day and thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.